All right, wrestling fans. First off, just bear with me. Not feeling the best tonight, but I'm going to make it through this, and we're going to discuss a very informational, very good, so to speak, Smackdown Live. A lot of things happened in it. A lot of stuff to cover right here on this review. Before we do that, you all know what to do. Become a subscriber today. Please hit that subscribe button and please hit that bell for all notifications. That'd be much appreciated. And also follow me on Facebook and Twitter at 2007Webby. Much appreciated for that as well. And go back and watch Monday Night Raw review too, where we discussed Becky Lynch being suspended. We discussed everything that happened. Revival becoming number one contenders for the tag team championships. Again, everything. Go back and watch it. Kurt Angle's situation, everything that happened with him last night. A lot of good stuff. You'll enjoy it. Go and watch it. But now, SmackDown Live. When we look at SmackDown Live and we look at everything that they did tonight, Asuka, first and foremost, Asuka. She was covered in a video package tonight, right? She had a beautiful package of her being back on top with a SmackDown Live Women's Championship. It's great. That's just great. Fantastic, right? But coming out of the Royal Rumble, we haven't really seen or heard much about Asuka's rivalry for Elimination Chamber, Fastlane, or WrestleMania. Now, at Elimination Chamber, we pretty much know how everything is going to get flushed out. Okay? Tag team championships on the line. Shane and Miz taking on the Usos. Raw tag team championships more than likely going to be defended at Elimination Chamber. Gable and Bobby Roode taking on the Revival. 2 Elimination Chamber matchups. WWE Championship and the Women's Tag Team Championships being decided. All that. Maybe Intercontinental title on the line. Lashley versus Finn Balor. That's not announced, but it looks like they're headed towards that. So when we look at everything that is going on in the WWE, Asuka is getting left out in the cold. She's not being noticed. So when it comes to Elimination Chamber, seeing as how that she has no rivalry, nothing, and seeing as how Ronda Rousey, we pretty much know now, I mean, it was teased last night, will face Ruby Riott at Elimination Chamber. Have Asuka go out there and do an open challenge. A SmackDown Live Women's Open Challenge matchup. That'd be great. Now, all she's got to do is go out there next week, kind of announce something that nobody is ready for Asuka, something along those lines. Cut just a promo by herself. Or you can just show a video package of her again. Either one. Then, come Elimination Chamber. Who's ready for Asuka? And somebody walks out. Doesn't have to be a SmackDown Live competitor. Seeing how WWE is using all the ones that have the biggest names in the Elimination Chamber matchup. You could bring somebody up from NXT. Do that. I mean, after the Elimination Chamber matchup, who you're using, there's really nobody else left on SmackDown Live. Outside of Charlotte. But do we really want to give that away at Elimination Chamber? Of course not. So, bring somebody up from NXT, one-off match, bam. Give somebody from NXT a good rub by being in the ring with Asuka. There you go. Be great. And it's a different dynamic for her as well. Because she has never done that before. Okay? The one thing I think I am about to say that everybody would agree with me on is we don't want to see you just throw something together next week with Asuka and a certain superstar for a 1 week, 5-day build. It didn't have it all built up online through social media tweets and things of that nature, like WWE likes to do. We don't want to see that garbage. So, do the open challenge. Okay? But now, to get off the Asuka subject, because if she doesn't go that route, if she doesn't go the open challenge route, then you need to just keep her off of Elimination Chamber. The SmackDown Live women that are actually going to be in the Elimination Chamber matchup. We actually saw them wrestle tonight. And what I mean by that is in tag team action. Triple threat tag team matchup. Now, I want you all to realize this. Look at this. Look at this. You have Naomi and Carmella. The Iconics. Mandy Rose and Sonya. Bayley and Sasha. Nia and Tamina. And the Riot Squad. All in the Women's Tag Team Championship Elimination Chamber. Out of everybody that's in that, who really looks like they're going to become victorious? I mean, seriously. On the SmackDown side, there's only one team that looks like they would become victorious. Mandy Rose and Sonya. That's the only one. There's no way the Iconics are going through all the rest of those. Naomi and Carmella, they are exactly what Corey Graves said they was this tonight. Two women that was just flopped together with individual goals. That's it. And if you really get down to it, it doesn't matter what they did tonight with these tag teams in this tag team matchup. The Raw side really is the only side that has cared about tag team wrestling or has shown any interest in tag team wrestling as far as growing for the tag team championships. Therefore, bam, Bayley and Sasha or Nia and Tamina will be the first ever women's tag team champions. And I'm going with Bayley and Sasha. But this Naomi and Carmella versus the Iconics versus Mandy Rose and Sonya matchup, it was and it was pretty much there. So Mandy Rose could get another win over Naomi. That was it. That was the storyline. And if it wasn't the storyline, then Mandy Rose wouldn't have gotten the cover over Naomi. I mean, that's just it. Anyway, moving on. Randy Orton versus Mustafa Ali. Guys, I'm here to tell you. It's a miscarriage of justice that Mustafa Ali did not get an entrance. Now, I am not saying that Mustafa Ali is off Vince McMahon's radar or Triple H's radar or Road Dogg's radar, whoever's radar he's on. Okay, I'm not saying that because he's still in the Elimination Chamber matchup. He's still not just getting buried beat. He's not getting buried beat because he's having his comeback. He's having his comebacks. You know, it's not like he's going out there and just getting crushed. But not having entrances is the start. Once WWE takes the entrances away from the superstar, I don't care if you're facing Randy Orton or not, they start considering you irrelevant. Do not consider Mustafa Ali irrelevant. That is horrible what you did tonight, WWE. He should have gotten an entrance. Then if you want to have the whole beat down, come back, and then Randy Orton win, so be it. So be it. Just my opinion on that. But whatever. And speaking of beatdowns, Samoa Joe. This is going to make some of you unhappy, but I really don't care at this point. Samoa Joe is a great talent. He's a great worker. He cuts a great promo and all that. But he's becoming unbelievable. He's becoming not believable is a better way to put it. Because he's going to go into the Elimination Chamber and he's going to lose. He once again, tonight, stated in so many words that he's going to walk out of the Elimination Chamber with a WWE Championship. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not walking out with the WWE title. He's just not doing it. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody's going to make me believe, WWE's not going to make me believe that Samoa Joe stands any chance in winning. He's like Braun Strowman of Monday Night Raw. Braun Strowman can talk and 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 talk till his head falls off. I still won't believe it. Samoa Joe is becoming that. I hate saying that too. But with all that being said, Samoa Joe interrupted in matches tonight and put to sleep Randy Orton, put to sleep Daniel Bryan, and put to sleep all these superstars, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, Samoa Joe. One big cluster. And speaking of one big cluster, Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. This contest, they took on the Good Brothers. Now, if they would let Nakamura and Rusev go out there and just wrestle as a tag team, it'd be great. Tag team champions. Do something useful with them. I'd be all for it. How they won tonight and how they, we can't coexist and all this stuff, and Lana's going to get involved and all this stuff. And all of a sudden they get the win. What garbage. What garbage. Seriously. Build these guys up as an awesome tag team. Do that. Have them go in there and tear the house down. Do that. I don't care how old of a concept it is. 2 heels, 2 foreign countries. I don't care how old of a concept that can look in some people's eyes. It's an awesome concept. It's an awesome look. Nakamura and Rusev. And they could be tag team champions. But how WWE was booking that? No. That looked dumb. Absolutely dumb. Now, one of the biggest things on Smackdown tonight was Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Triple H. And really, how we need to look at this is, are they using Becky Lynch in the right way? And my answer is yes. My answer is yes. They are using Becky Lynch perfectly. How she went and she slapped Triple H tonight when Triple H was telling her, you're scared of Ronda Rousey. You're scared of what the doctor's going to say. You want to get back in the ring? Just go home and get cleared by the doctor. But you don't want to do that because you're scared of what the doctor will say. Things of that nature. Charlotte making fun of her knee and stuff. Triple H telling Charlotte to get into the back. He doesn't want to see her because it has nothing to do with her. Look. I think this would be a great way to keep Becky Lynch in storyline-wise as far as on TV. She comes in and cuts and just whether it's on Raw or SmackDown or even have Ronda Rousey just show up when Becky Lynch just breaks through the arena and is cutting a promo. Have Ronda Rousey show up on SmackDown. And then they go face to face, and then the security guards have to break them up. While Becky Lynch is still on suspension. Surprise appearance, Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, wrestling. Becky Lynch, still suspended. Yeah, she's already been seeing the doctor. She's been off a couple weeks, but comes back when Ronda Rousey's wrestling, and what happens? She interrupts, starts beating down Ronda Rousey, gets her hands on Ronda Rousey, something of that nature. Interrupts one of Ronda's promos, maybe from her house, where she lives. You know how they used to do that stuff. Something to keep the storyline growing and building. WWE, you can do that. Make it intriguing. You've kept it intriguing this far. You can continue. You're not going to sit here and make me believe, and I know that WWE has this past, has this aura of not being able to keep a storyline going for months and months and months and months and months at a time and make it intriguing. They have this aura about them. It's always quick, 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 quick. And change at the top of the hat. Change at the drop of a dime. Better way to put it. But, there's a but. Wrestling fans, all you have to do is keep Becky Lynch off for a week, 2 weeks. Have her stay off TV next week and have her show up at Elimination Chamber where we know Ronda Rousey's going to be. Do that, WWE. That would be intriguing television. Doesn't take a rocket science to figure that one out. Where Charlotte fits into the equation, if she does the Raw Women's Championship, or if she eventually goes into a SmackDown Live Women's Championship, remains to be seen. Not 100% sure yet. But as far as Becky Lynch and Ronda, it's the easiest story to book. Absolute easiest on the way to WrestleMania. You can book that storyline more than the 6 weeks that you will allow to build it after Fastlane. Now, to go off that, the other big aspect of this show, besides the Andrade promo and the Usos, which, by the way, I am glad Andrade, number one, cut a promo and did not face Rey Mysterio. Cut a promo, said that his legacy begins when he takes out Rey Mysterio. Absolutely great. Loved it. Fantastic. Makes a lot of sense. I think it's becoming a really good rivalry because they did not continuously, after those 2 matches that we saw, have match after match after match. Rey Mysterio got attacked. Now we're seeing promos. It's good, and it's building to a match that we all want to see again. So I genuinely like what they're doing here. As far as the Usos, clearly what they're doing is bringing back the old Usos when they first turned to this this style of Usos. They're making them heels by their promo tonight. And let's be honest, how they were talking tonight is how the WWE Universe has been wanting the Usos to talk, cut their promos throughout the entire time since they cut away from the face paint and all the color. That's how they did tonight. Is how we've always wanted them to talk. Not this baby face junk that we have been seeing. Just keep it this way. That's all you gotta do. Just keep it this way. Now, to close this Smackdown Live review. Daniel Bryan and everything that he's doing with these superstars that he's facing an Elimination Chamber. Some of you, and I'm going to end up repeating myself again, next week during the preview and predictions of an Elimination Chamber. But when you really look at everything that the WWE Championship has been giving us, this rivalry has been giving us. I'm not even going over the match. I am going to say this, though. This rivalry between all 6 of these superstars should be on last at Elimination Chamber. The Women's Tag Team Championship should not. Some of you will agree with me on that, some of you won't. WWE will probably put the Women's Tag Team Championship on last at Elimination Chamber simply because it's making history and it's a political thing. If you look at storyline-wise, and you look at everything that has been built around the men's Elimination Chamber and the women's Elimination Chamber this year, since the Royal Rumble, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, Randy Orton, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy deserve that spot. That's all I'm saying about that. And this is your SmackDown Live review. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, there's rumored on who is going to be the first inducted into the 2019 Hall of Fame. I have coverage on that, and my thoughts on that will be coming out tomorrow. So tune in for that. And I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, leave me a thumbs up. And until I see you again, catch you on the other side.